In this training segment, we're going to talk about your calendar. Your calendar is very, very important to your Premier business. I know that many of us like to keep our appointments on our cell phones or tablets now, but I recommend that for your business that you still have a calendar that is one that you can hold and pick up and touch. And so the one that I use right now is the Premier Designs calendar. I love the layout. It's on the service store on the Premier site. If you're not sure where to find that, ask your Premier mom and she can definitely help you out. So what I like about this calendar is the layout and the size. The size is great because I can put it in a show bag or I can drop it in my purse if I'm carrying a large purse, and then I have it with me. And you just never know, girls, when you might have that opportunity when you're out and about. So I do recommend, if you can, try to keep it handy. Now this calendar, it's nice, it's coil, and one of the things I like is, I'm just going to show you real quick here in the back, it's got this little pouch, and so you can slide some other things in there. So, oh, I forgot to take this out. So, as you work with your calendar, what I want to recommend is that you go through and look ahead at least for 2 or 3 months and look at your family commitments or your church commitments or things with your kids if they're in sports or music or anything like that. Go ahead and mark those on this calendar. You want to know that those are commitments, that you are not going to try to work at the same time you have these commitments. So then the next thing you want to do is you want to go through the calendar and then mark the days that you are able to work. And so what's worked really, really good for me is this tab system. And now I'm a little bit type A, but my calendar, you would never know it by looking at it. But what I've done is for this month, I have used yellow tabs to mark the days that I can work. And so here's a sample of the tabs I use. You can get them at Walmart or, all over the place. So just have a packet of these. And so then what I do is I go through and I pick a color for that month. So for instance, in May, I picked purple and I put a tab on every date that I could work. Now, when I go to the next month, I have my tabs set up for the next month, and for this month, they happen to be blue. Now, you may be wondering what these things are. When I'm traveling out of town, I like to mark those dates off so that I'm not having a conflict in my schedule. And so I use washi tape, and washi tape's fun and it's easy on, easy off. So that's why you saw that on my calendar. But now the importance of the color tabs, in addition to the fact that they show you what days you're available to work, is let's say you have a hostess and she has a party booked for this date. And you'll see on the tab, I have put her name and her showtime right there. And so she calls me and says, hey, I can't do this in this month, but I'd like to have my party next month. So all I have to do is I take this tab, I just pull it right off, and then I go into the next month, and then she tells me the date, we settle on a date, and so now I've moved that tab over into the next month. What's so helpful with this is that tells you automatically that your hostess has had to reschedule her show. And when you're looking at the $50 bonus and they have to keep the show on the original date, this is a great reminder for you that she did have to move the show. So girls, I highly recommend the calendar. Have it out with you at checkout. I don't like to ask the ladies, oh, when would you like to have a party? I like to stay in control of my calendar. So what I usually do is I say, oh, would you prefer weekend or weekday? And if they say weekend, great. Would you like Saturday or Sunday? Okay, Saturday, great. Afternoon or evening? So girls, do you see I am staying in control of my calendar. I'm not gonna just ask an open-ended question, because oftentimes what they'll say is, oh, let me go check with my girlfriends and I'll get back with you. And that's not how you stay in control of your calendar. So if you have any questions about what I've shown here, ask your Premier mom. You also, I don't know if I told you, but you can get this calendar on the Premier site under the service store. So I encourage you, like I said, keep that calendar with you at all times.